So what do you think about Paradox's new game, Raid Shadow Legends?
What?
It's
I know it's like a like Raid Shadow Legends is a meme, but like
no. It's because there was like a comment, like there was like 2 ads that were like back to back. One of them was like Raid Shadow Legends, and the other one was Imperator, and I was like, yes, that's hilarious to me. Okay, is it invitable? Are you invitable? Have I fucked something up? Open for multiplayer. There you go. Private, yeah, okay.
I need to. I can't find you. Need to
Yeah,
right
yeah,
click.
yeah, no, yeah, it should.
Join the game. Join the game.
I think I have all the DLCs: Emperor's Flavor Pack and Hellenistic Flavor Pack, and
Yeah.
Special Edition or whatever.
The Optismo Maximo pack.
The Johan has my credit card.
Oops.
Yeah, so I literally haven't played with any either.
Oh yeah, no, like that little I played, I just opened the game. I don't even know what I played as for like 20 years, then closed it again, so I basically did not get to do anything. Like, I did not get to experience the new mechanics. I was more quite curious because they said they changed the provinces around and added new stuff, so I'm just more interested in that. But like, they still need to add fucking more traditions. Like, that's my bone with this game right now, is that the traditions need like serious rebalancing. That's like, honestly, like that's my gripiest gripe for this game right now.
Yeah, the fact that there's no customization, so they're like a similar country has no replayability in the sense that, unlike because in EU4 you have ideas, and in EU3 you even had ideas, though they were like much more limited, but you have nothing like that you pick that's like a permanent bonus, because you have text, but you just get all text, you know? So,
And you have heritage, which is like
meh. But that's like one minor bonus that you never get to choose. So like Phrygia, if I play Phrygia now, it'll have the same heritage and play exactly the same as if I played it tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like I could make different decisions, sure, but the game, like, Phrygia would have exactly the same bonuses, and there would be no way for me to really massively steer what's happening in Phrygia, right?
Yeah.
Short of like declaring war and releasing vassals, and that's something where EU4 differs massively, because you could, like, you know, be like, I'm gonna play colonizing Ottomans, you know, I'm gonna play innovative Ottomans, or I'm gonna play religious Ottomans, you know, and then it affects greatly how your game is going to pan out, you know.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
yeah, they changed like seafaring heritage from like -5 land movement speed to national manpower -5, which is like horrible.
LOL.
It's like I don't know, like the guys who fucking balance this game don't play it or
Yeah,
in the meta.
and rural heritage is actually really good. Yet fucking rural heritage, because it's found city cost -20%.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's actually really good, and like it's like, what the fuck? You're right. Like, what is this balancing? It's also like why Egypt is kind of dog shit. Why? Because the Levantine traditions are terrible.
Oh yeah.
Like a fucking land army attrition minus.
They as they said, they buffed those traditions so they could give it to Egypt, which is like I don't even know. But yeah, we should probably like figure out where we want to play. I think I want to play like something Hellenistic, maybe. Like honestly, it's like really tempting to just play Sparta because it is just I think the best heritage in the game. Probably like 5% morale of armies, 5% discipline. It's like the slave output is really.
Yeah, to say slave output is like doesn't matter at all. Like, because if it was happiness, it mattered, but it's output.
Yeah.
And it really, historically, it should probably be happiness, like by -10 or 15, because the Spartans were pretty fucking horrible to their slaves.
Yeah.
But, you know, fucking Paradox. There's some other guy that has slave happiness, minus, by the way. Fucking I don't know who it is, but it's
Yeah, these guys. I drop a thing.
the fucking balance is terrible. That aspect, like, of the traditions, I should say.
Yeah.
Like they just like I get it. Some are better than others, but they're just like fucking. Some of them are just stupid. Like Montaigne Heritage, fort defense, not 10%, 5%. Fort maintenance, minus 5%. And worst time improving opinion. Who the fuck made this like heritage? Who the fuck?
I
Like
don't play the game.
fucking 5%. That seems like a lot. Fucking don't want to like. Oh man, that fucking top tier mountain heritage.
Honestly, I think Highland is even more meh. It's like fortress building cost minus 10%, although they don't have a bad.
That's actually better than like the fucking 5% increased defense and minus 5% main. Like that's so terrible. Iceni heritage is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's like it's a really good heritage.
There's also the guys over here. That yeah, there's their ideas are actually somewhat worse now.
Their tastes are, I don't know, like you get tech bonus for them, which is. Thebes is really mean. It's like 10% infantry, heavy infantry discipline.
Yeah.
But you're like, it's probably like one of the harder starts in the game because you have no allies and you're surrounded by people who will kill you.
Yeah, and Thebes was already destroyed once, so it's like fucking rip me. Playing like probably the weakest city state. Yeah, the thing is, this game also lacks a culture map mode and a religious map mode at the start.
Yeah.
Even though like EU4 has that, but this game does not. Jeez. Yeah, so the Italic traditions, right? They give fucking 40% fort defense. That 5% fort defense, you know?
40.
40 in total, yeah, because you get 15 and then later you get 25.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like Italic is like my favorite, but it does mean like if I don't want to play in Italy, I am kind of boned.
Yeah. I don't know, I think the best ones are still the Persian ones, probably.
Yeah, at least there's some variety. Like there's like 3 strong ones, and then the rest are kind of weak ass shit.
Yeah, the Persian ones, the Greek one's okay. The Levantine one is a fucking joke. It's like, LOL.
North African one's kind of, I don't know, Like I haven't even looked through. So they have like inconsequential ones, like trireme offensive. Ooh.
It's fucking, yeah, they don't, like, ships do like nothing in this game. It's really dumb. Like, yeah, they really didn't play this game enough, like, not competitively. Because a fucker has, like, overwhelming ships, because they did play, like, competitively, prior to release, so I was, like, really excited, like, oh man, they're gonna be pretty decent about having this shit, sorted out. But then they were like, let's do a complete naval overhaul, and I'm like, okay, but yes, like the biggest naval battle in history up until the Second World War happened during this period of time. But like, that was like the only thing. Like, do I want to? Because you know, having big ships only matters in the Mediterranean, and even then, it fucking really doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and the trade good capital thing moves it, so That's also a thing to consider. Heritage of fucking Chad Ragaputa is like one of the worst ones. AKA the Mario one, which makes sense. I've never once had a success like Jewish campaign. It relies on Phrygia dying. I haven't played a migratory tribe, so I imagine they're good.
Oh, they're like the meta now for like what people are trying out. I've seen like a lot of posts about them.
They had like interesting shit to them, but the problem I had with it was that they
The micro?
well, it's yes the micro, and also like you do all that micro and it doesn't really, it's not that impactful, like even after you've done all that micro. Etruscans have a pretty good thing as well. City found cost modifier minus 25%.
Yeah, I think Etruscans are also like one of my quote unquote favorites. And also they are a republic now, I think.
Yeah, well they have a consul, so presumably.
Yeah. So they've changed from like a tribe to a republic, which I think is quite good. It's like,
I kind of want to play a druidic one. Is Bohemia like the migratory tribe that is druidic? Yeah, I guess I'll try playing. I've had a couple of games that I'm not super confident. Let's see.
I could play someone closer, so we're not single player.
No, we're like relatively close, really, because it's the like I assume you have to like win Greece, and it wouldn't really make sense for me to play someone in Greece.
Alright, okay. For sure.
And once you win Greece, the only thing that's between Rico Lyria, you know what I mean? And that's not a like as far as proximity goes, this is not too bad, you know. This is like
Alright.
Germany, Italy, I want to say.
Alright.
Try and see how well I hold up. Oh. Okay, well, I've made a little bit of...
Alright.
It's, I thought Bohemia could form Gaul. They cannot. Oh.
Are they in the right culture group?
It's not about culture group, I don't... Actually, yeah, they should be. They're like, Germanic, but I don't think... For some reason they can't. Like some countries can, some countries like fuck it. It's the rules. I don't understand the rules. Okay. Game's up.
Let's see if ooh, we put a password on.
Yeah, I did. Lessons. I swear to God, those guys used to have like oh, Heritage of the River Plain. That's
Oh,
pretty
what?
good. Heritage of the River Plains
It's
gives
like, oh, I've been looking for that.
gives 10% population capacity, which is pretty good.
I like only heard about that. Didn't know it was.
I've only heard stories.
I like because I like read someone like because I looked up like what the quote unquote people thought was the best heritage, and they like some people mentioned that. I just couldn't find anyone that had that heritage.
10% population capacity is good. Minus 10% fort defense is bad. But I don't know, I think that's decent. That's like having it's like having a surplus of 2 horses everywhere, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Oh hey, like, these guys are Basilian heritage. Fucking hold on to your fucking butt, Plarn. Wrong culture happiness. 3% happiness. Fucking fucking who the fuck? I want to find who the fuck made these heritages and beat them to death with their 3% and their 5%.
I love that because like they had like some person like don't give people military advantages in their heritages. Just gives fucking people military advantages in their heritages, and then makes the rest pretty fucking meh.
Yeah. Yeah, you give like Sparta like fucking discipline and shit, and then you give then you're like, here, have 2% fort defense or whatever. You know. It was that on that day that Billy learned what it meant to be treated unfairly. Oh damn. You definitely used to be able to form Gaul as Bohemia.
Maybe they made it a mission. I don't know.
Couldn't see.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
It's pretty much it's for the dudes along the river, that heritage of whatever. It's also like the little hilarious thing of like them not understanding. Probably the biggest thing they need to address is the fact that gems are so outrageous. Really true.
Yeah.
They're Gallic. Gallic too. Yeah, it might just be these guys. Zero. Pretty much just somebody. I'll just be these guys, like somebody with rural heritage. Do you like how fast this game loads in?
Because, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I can actually form Gaul as these guys. It's pretty impactful to have Gaul.
Becoming Empire is so useful.
Ah yes, that feeling when all my tech is cheap as shit to take. Another thing that makes perfect sense in It's like, yes, well you see, because they are tribe and poor as fuck, means they'll be more technologically advanced than Rome. Innovative wise.
They actually show how many people in your thing are holding a job. Alright.
Oh my god, missions. Matter of Transalpine Gaul. Consult the clan council. Oh, interesting.
Must not forget to get fucking trade routes, because I literally, like, every game I forget to get them at the start, and then I don't get the ability to trade.
Hey, speaking of trade routes, what the fuck are the trade goods here? Please tell me they nerfed gems, please tell me. Outrageous. Really outrageous.
Yeah. Johan likes gems in his local playthroughs, so they will stay.
Oh fuck. Well, help, I lost the terrain map. Okay. Oh man, they really like Jesus. Remember when Pepperidge Farm fucking remembers when I could just have all the maps like on the thing. Now I have to fucking choose.
But
Wow.
it's gonna be ogre soon.
They literally made it fucking. That's pretty impressive. Pretty good. Oh, I think I've spotted my new capital. Okay. Man, I have very little. I don't remember. It's like I fucking haven't played this for like a few months and I completely fucking don't know. Oh, supply train, just what this game needed.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Everything does 100% increased damage with the supply train. Hey guys, it's Flurry Worry here. Today we're going to try and win by playing with only supply trains. March an army of supply trains against the enemy.
Would you?
Next up, supply trains coming to EU4, the magical 4th unit.
You just know people will be like, what? Fucking what?
Hey man, I'm fucking blessed right now. Okay, I can't.
I hope they remove that fucking thing, by the way.
What, the supply trains?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty stupid, isn't it?
Like, I don't know. Food mechanic for
Yes.
armies, I can get behind, but like, it's no.
really like the food mechanic, but the fucking supply train, it was like, alright, now you're going fucking, like, I said I liked it, but fucking doesn't mean make more food mechanics. Like, Jesus. And now your food rots too.
Food freshness meter. Alright, so, guys, we gotta knock our heads together. How can we make this game even more annoying? I know. Equality of women. Slider. Yes.
Slider.
We have to spend X amount of money to make our women feel
Wanted.
and you know, if you don't max it out, which costs you like 100% of your gold, you'll lose.
You're a fascist.
Basically force women into the kitchen or something. Alliance with Phrygia. How can this go wrong?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I called my allies into the war, but they like, it didn't work. Do they want fucking manpower recovery? Probably no. Well, you know what this game needed? Fucking pop-ups. More pop-ups. That's the thing that I love from before. That's pretty much what this current mission. It's like, in our conquest, should we be more warlike or should we be more pussy-ass bitch-like?
I don't know. Watch me fail against my first war against his what's his face, the Helen or missing.
Hey man, watch me fail against what's his face over here. I don't think I will, but it's always a possibility. I look at like the battle screen. Looks like two people are like. It really, you know, this is what it feels like. It feels like two dudes walk onto the battlefield and have a little squabble. That's the level of numbers that we're dealing with here.
Oh yeah.
Today we must settle our. I want to die. Like this, the fact that the map modes are like, are this way makes me want to kill myself. Oh. Fucking what? What the fuck? It's like, fucking, I just don't even, like, we had everything, and now we have, like, half the things. You were supposed to destroy the dark side, not join it.
Hey now. Yeah, like dark modes can go kiss my ass for the way they're doing it. It's like, cause they added some fucking like map mode, and then they're like, well, I guess too many, and then they just added this system, which I like.
Which means you get like way less map modes in total.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
think it's like the population one. It's like something that shows you the migration in like lines. So it's like kind of useful, I suppose. But like,
yeah, now, like, cause the thing is, the old system. Because why couldn't they just have us like have all the things of the old system, and then you can like do the configuration? Because here it's just like now you literally can see less. Like, okay.
I also fucking always hide the map because I think it just expands the second bar. I don't know if you do that too.
Does it?
Like the thing below the cog is like, you know, minimizes your time.
Yeah, yeah. And so, the fucking people of Gaul have resorted to trench warfare. For it seemed to be the only way for them to solve their differences. Die there one. Where's this?
Just conquer people, the map.
The game is a bit like choppy sometimes. It has a bit of a stagger going on.
I'm not really noticing it, although I'm not really doing like super much
Might just be.
fine precision movement.
It is my brain that has a stagger. Fucking at his peak, he'll reach fucking thing. Jesus. Jesus H Christ. They gotta level up their power level.
What?
It's the statesmanship thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Fucking, I'm grinding my high priest Novalenus bonus. Fucking, I'm grinding his levels, man. He's my strongest Pokemon. Grinding him to level 100 on just Caterpies and Metapods.
just for my grinding. I fucking, you know how Johan will be let's see, level 7 max.
Yeah. Is Johan in Sparta?
Yep.
Oh my god. Exit flog him to death.
he's my what's he is? He's my
Game
tax
designer?
collector, dude.
Oh.
Both the armors, sure.
It's like we've brought over this game from India. I believe it's called chess. He's like, oh, fantastic. I like me some. When Johan comes to, like, I've got some, you know, additional content. What if the rook had a zone of control? What if we had a female version of the pawn?
Female pawns. What did I do? I don't know. It is our female, okay. Yeah, each peasant has a development.
Yeah, he adds like a special like expansion to the map. It's like this is the ocean. Here is like the sailor pawn. Like yeah, but he can't go on to like the normal spaces where like everything's happening, but he can be in the ocean though.
Yeah.
Fucking my guys doing the siege are starving. Fucking just eat some of this defender's dessert. Like how gold is also like a sort of trash thing to have. Like I think the capital mode.
The capital bonus is amazing, but as a resource, yeah.
No one should hide. I think my what the looting. Aw.
Let's see. Fucking apparently they really care about my my legitimacy, because it's like there's a lot of events you can do to like improve your legitimacy. I'm like, I don't care, thanks. Ooh, I've been a bad boy because I've burnt some city to the ground, but it's like 110 gold, so why wouldn't you?
Your first mistake was not letting me fucking pass when I asked you to. I'm like, let me pass, gamer. And like, nope. Well, I guess you could die then. Even though we have no technical reason to prevent you from passing, we've decided to prevent you from passing anyway.
Yeah.
Because of my fucking adherence to the border accord of 350. I have no. No,
At least, you know, you know the only way to get access is through, like, you know, if they give you access, there's no bullshit
that's true.
other way.
So, like mad conditional access. It does make sense. Doesn't the way the fourth. Like I used to think, like, oh, it's pretty good, and then I experienced a guy walking directly through a fort province, and at that point, what's the point?
Yeah. Well, forts are, like I said, only good if they if you control every province that you care about around it on their own. There, so like if they're close to borders, you can just like imagine they will be bypassed by some.
Some legal loophole. It's like a fucking Thunderdome. Did you attack Megalopolis?
No. They're from their fucking hug box. God damn it. Actually, I don't need to worry about the hug box. So I can overpower them. Like, should I even like bother recruiting a fucking supply train? I think I don't.
I think you might want. My guys do quite a fucking. It's like you're literally in exactly the same territory. Just like it's like, you know, you go over to your neighbor's house and you're like, I'm fucking out of food. Guys, I'm out of food. Help, I'm dying. Pretty much. They're celebrating my gentle looting by holding a bonfire, guys. I'm always looting gentle unless it's like not Michael. Fucking it. As I clutch my copy of Mein Kampf, like severely sacking non-religious or non-culturally accepted guys. This map system, right, Flart? It's so good.
I mean, you know, I don't have too much to worry about because I'll just not worry about like what information I need to know about. Let's say trade goods, because I just won't see them ever. I won't access trade goods. for supplies. It's God is my Jesus is the way.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I will never know where my goods are at.
And you have made peace with that.
Actually, I have trade goods. I have culture. I have political and trade, and that's
I have
all I need.
simple terrain, political, culture, religious. I used to have diplomatic, but it fucking moved itself. Put it back. Like, can you lock them or something?
Why would you be able to lock them? That is like taking Johan's fancy system out of him.
Like, Johan is like, he has like all his like Dragon Ball Z figurines. Smash half of it. Be like, you could only have half at a time.
Maybe I don't alter it further.
Like, does Johan live in Oslo?
Johan, why? No, he lives in
Oh,
Stockholm.
because he's fucking Swedish.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Hey. Well, unlike you, Slit Eye.
Did I? Hey, my guy's not married. There's only one woman available. I think I'll remain a virgin forever. 41-year-old virgin. Where's my fucking document, bro?
Documentary.
This man has never had sex before. Let's point at him and laugh.
What a freak. Oh my god, you can name your heirs now. Holy shit.
Oh man. Johan the Second.
Johan the Second. Oh, and I fucked things up. Came to the wrong name.
Biggest, thickest. Biggest, thickest all the way down.
5% discipline saved me.
Do you have any special mission?
I have the Matter of Greece, basically. So I don't know if that's like unique for Sparta. I don't think it is.
I don't think so, because I had the matter of Transalpine. That region.
Yeah, probably.
There's literally no gems in all of Europe. Not even in Spain.
Not in Spain, no. The only one is in
Dacia.
Yeah.
think I'll have my capital, Avenia, Transalpine place far away.
Avenia, where's that?
It's okay, I'm gonna say it's in Transalpine Gaul. It's more Provence, like province.
Right. Is it on the coast?
Yeah. Well, it's on like a sea that goes out into the ocean.
What was it called again? Sorry.
Avenio. Like that's spelled Ave and then.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Cloth. It has basically most farmland, and that you're gonna get
Yeah,
around.
it's most farmland and it's near a river.
In southern Spain, there is some like fucking. You can get a lot of because it has warm climates. You know, next to a river, etc., etc. So you get like insane like things.
Need to. This'll. So it's like.
All right. And I'm back to.
Welcome back.
Currently just I think I'm winning this war. I think because of my morale bonus, to be honest, and discipline bonus.
Right.
And I was like, well, I am stacking heavy infantry and they're not, so that also contributes.
Oh yeah. I've never westernized as a tribe, by the way.
Apparently they changed it now. Not sure.
Oh boyo.
Yeah. It's like so it's like it's harder now, and you require it's harder in the sense that apparently you require a ruler with 80%, 80 popularity, which I don't think it's that hard to achieve. Who knows? Maybe it will be.
And do you have like a centralization requirement?
Yeah, you still have centralization is piece easy to get. It's more about the civilization level. If you capital, it's hard to get.
Right. Yeah, I still don't know. Is it by decision that you?
Yeah, well, you just reform into monarchy, you don't nice per
Centralization
se.
greater than
30.
or greater than 60s.
Wait, 60?
Yeah, you have to have centralization greater than 60. And then you can investigate tribal reform.
Wait. The civilization level or centralization?
Centralization level.
Okay, well, like, unless they changed the
Yeah,
centralization
well,
again.
the thing is, that's not like that doesn't explicitly say. That doesn't explicitly say you'll be fucking be golden or anything. Just me. That starts the process. Fuck the rest of that process entails, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, so they have changed it. Which is good, I guess. Because it was like, just spam click the button that coordinate urban development forever, and then wait until you get enough, and then, you go. Which was kind of like brain dead, in my opinion.
I have enacted absolute authority. Yeah, so that also gives me like, centralization per month. I really wasn't doing that at the start because I was kind of all ways with doing potentially destabilizing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're conquering stuff, you not rock the boat too much, I guess.
Or make. Can I make? Probably. Will these guys accept peace? That province? Why not? You're demanding substantial. Yeah, no shit. That's good.
Wait, what? Got called into a war against Macedon, but it says there was a defensive war. What? I thought you could automatically called into those.
I don't.
Oh no, they attacked the They attacked the yeah. It was like not direct attack against thing.
Right.
Yeah, it was in defense of a vassal or whatever. That makes a bit more sense. Although it means I'm at war with Macedon. Interesting. I'm allied with Phrygia, which is why I'm getting called into these wars.
Oh man, the clans being loyal is actually really not that big. Maybe because my guy's actually amazing. He's 11, 10, 7, 7. Oh, my arthritis!
What?
Arthritis. Guy's got arthritis.
Yeah.
Fucking, there is no women in the country. What do?
Great women.
swear to God, they like I'm afraid there are no more females in our country. So the king has to remain a virgin forever.
Sorry, kid. Won't get kids.
In an effort to remain stable, I haven't really accepting of foreign nobility.
Oh man, all these trade deals I'm able to get.
Part of the deal. Finally. Done with this silly little war. And I now have a contiguous country. People will remember the name Tekosakia.
Or else.
I keep having to remember that there's no like force limit or anything.
Yeah, which is apparently a big deal. Kind of reminds me of oh my god, one. What's like the what was the thing in Stellaris before admin? Oh yeah, no, they don't have a system for it. I just misremember. I'm sure they will add it at some point though.
Add what, sorry?
Like a force limit mechanic. But it just seems like too cheesy to not have.
I'm actually quite happy that it's not there. Because it was very artificial. It's like you have this much force limit. Why? Because you do.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand, but like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just opens up for like, you know, an opportunity.
No, I quite like not having a force limit. They need to fix the economy, then force limit and such will also be fixed once they fix the economy.
Yeah.
Because, if they fix the amount of manpower you get and the amount of money you make, you automatically regulate the amount of soldiers they're going to have. And I like that it's kind of flexible so that, you know, what matters isn't your arbitrary force limit, it's like your country's economy.
Finally able to stack lives out of these guys. Holy shit.
It would be interesting if they made it so that, like in Victoria, if enough of your armies die, you actually lose freeman pops.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, that's what they should do. They fucking tie recruits to Freeman, right? Maybe like maybe like every 2 Freeman gives a thing. I don't know. Or something like that, some ratio, right? So if you have like a province without enough freemen, you can't raise troops in it. That would be
I think it should be probably 1-to-1, because every 1 freeman is 1,000 units, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but you have like, you know, thousands of pops, you know.
Yeah, but only in the late game, and like if you lose them, because the thing is, like, yes, you have thousands of pops, but over the course of battles, you lose hundreds of thousands of, or you lose like, yeah, you lose, you know, hundreds of units. So, and once you have 15,000 people, you've already won the game. So I mean.
Oh, I think they need to like have it so like there's only a 20% chance of a freeman dying or something like that, like it always in Victoria.
Maybe.
Because otherwise you depopulate the fucking freeman population in the world quite significantly.
Yeah, but it should be like that though. Very like
Or it would be catastrophic if it was implemented.
I think I think it
where
would,
like you know
I
if
know,
you,
I
if a free,
know.
if a pop dies.
But I think it would be interesting because there's already like you just gotta make it so the population bounces back. Because things, because of the way the proportions work, there will always a certain percentage of your population will always gravitate towards being freemen. So having large wars will depopulate an area, much like in actual history. You know, like if a fucking tribe loses 40,000 men, that probably represents like, you know, all their male fighting age population. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I'm thinking like it would like wreck the game. 'Cause in Victoria 2, you cannot like kill everyone.
No, because not everybody, because only such a small percentage of people are soldiers.
Yeah. Oh, and I fucked up major.
I think that would be cool, actually.
I hope they can make it a mod. That would be like if you can do it as a mod.
I don't think you can, because there's no inherent thing that ties a unit to a pop.
Yeah.
So you would have to make it so that when you recruit a guy, you lose a pop, but then you don't get it back when you disband a guy. Or maybe you do, but you have to make it so that it doesn't become like migration. Like that's how you migrate people around. Maybe give like some kind of downside to it. Because then you could do it probably if you like you don't literally tie the pop to the unit. Just make it so that once a pop is built from a place, it just a freeman, and if there's no freeman, you can't build. You might be able to do that.
Maybe.
I think that would at least be cool though, because it would make places with low population a lot weaker. Which is kind of how it should be, and it would also mean that losing costly wars continuously makes you weaker, or like fighting like tooth and nail all the time makes you weaker, rather than just there's literally rather than like there's so many bodies piling up on your manpower pool that you're like just you're fucking like killing 10 people to like, you know, open a door or whatever, just because you have so much disposable people. I don't know, I think making people less disposable in the game will make it more interesting, make warfare more interesting.
It would, yeah. Like, you know, it's like one of those things they shouldn't like marry, like if they ever do it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
if it's like if it becomes like a horrible thing, they should just get rid of it. But
Yeah, they'd have to definitely take the whole game as a whole into consideration. Like they couldn't just do it willy-nilly. But I think it would be very cool. Tell you what, it would definitely make like okay. No. It would pretty much you would get rid of like you would get rid of like manpower that was a mechanic at that point. Because
yeah, that's also the thing. Like, yeah, it would replace manpower. So, you know, otherwise it wouldn't make sense to have what the hell is manpower supposed to represent?
yeah. Yeah, though, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it with the mod, because it would be like, because presumably you also wanted that if like just 1,000 units are lost, you the dude, but that would be almost impossible to do via mod, because you'd have to somehow tie troop losses to like population or to like a pop in a province.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like, you know, the game limitations.
It's problematic, but it could definitely be done, because you could definitely tie to a dude. Like within, if you had like full control of like the game rules, rather than like as a modder. You might even be able to do it as a modder, but one of them things. Yeah, you could also have it like a 50-50 chance, because I don't necessarily think that would be bad either. When a guy gets wiped, it's only 50-50. But, yeah.
Yeah, 50, like, it's like a tweakable thing, obviously.
Because I do also like that at 100% it wouldn't be random, you know? At 100% it would be like, if you kill 100,000 Roman soldiers, that's 100 freemen that lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was making like a strategy war game, I definitely do like that, where war isn't just always good, because it also makes the AI better, inadvertently, because if an AI is passive, they're actually not hurting themselves. Whereas, you know, if a player is aggressive, because as players tend to be, it's more of a risk to them, because it means that one nation can't snowball too easily because they run out of mans.
Oh, you're running, eh?
Well, this is a republic. Didn't realize there was like... Didn't realize there was already like a quote-unquote westernized fucking Druidic Republic.
You are?
No, they like these guys, the
Oh,
have been...
absolutely.
Oh fuck. Vocontia is also Vocontia is also public.
I know. Is that just because they're in southern Gaul or something?
Yeah, I don't know if they start west. Side effect of adjacent powers.
I think they start with it, or you get like a really easy option.
They might be able to do it because there's like the Greek city-states near them.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Here is across like fucking river. These fucking bastards. They're westernizing.
Like you gotta like take out Japan and Victoria too before they westernize if you want to license up there.
Literally see them like, instead of eating fucking scrolls, they're... Jesus Christ. Dear God. I like how even though I'm supposed to be like an unwesternized or uncivilized tribe, I have like chainmail armor and like cast helmets and such.
On your dudes.
Yeah.
Well, it is like Iron Age, so.
Not exactly what I'd describe as tribes.
Oh, you expect them to like wear like loincloths and such?
No, I was more expecting them to have like stuff like leather and not have access to as much iron. Because it seems like they're pretty much equal in equipment Romans, which I deem as somewhat of an accuracy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I do believe that the guys are like from like, you know, fucking like, I don't know, 180 onwards, that they are effectively almost on par in terms of tech, or like the difference is like very minuscule, like the Germanic tribes and Romans in terms of military technology. Aside from, you know, the whole siege equipment and all that stuff, you know. But at this point, I think the gap would be bigger.
Well, the new mission system is certainly making it easier to get claims on everybody.
Yep.
Which means like the early game is much faster, I guess.
Encourages more feud.
More gobbing gobbos. Although it means like already Macedon is on my doorstep, if you know what I mean. So I'll have to think about what I want to do. But these guys can keep those head.
It's like, I fabricate fucking claims, they make alliances. They fabricate claims.
It's just life. Because I brought my wife to trial, but it just never happened. What?
Takes a while. Why am I getting so Hellenic pops?
Because you're tagging Hellenic dudes.
Yes, but I don't know. I'm going fucking crazy because I thought like I had like, because I didn't conquer anything for a while. Pops.
Thanks for giving me money, Johan, but I will not let you become any better. It's so irrational, right? Like, there's no reason why I wouldn't make this guy happy, but fuck it, it's Johan and you must die.
It's true, you, Johan. How dare you make games? Piece of shit.
Judas.
Filthy animal.
Man, I have a lot of cities in this place. So you excited for Red Dead 2?
No.
No.
It's already out, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
It's already out.
Out for my colleague really play that.
Really?
Like it's sure if fucking it's like yeah, I don't know. Appealing to me. Cowboys.
Mm.
Ooh. Lap lap. If it's cheap, maybe.
I want to play it, but I don't know.
I got like 400 Paradox DLCs to buy now.
I just don't have time, really. Like, maybe, it's just one of those games. Like, I don't want to like learn new games at the moment.
Learning's hard.
Well, learning is like playing EU4 right now. It's, it scares me.
With me, it's like it's feel like playing excessive amounts of EU, or it's like going into an early grave. This is one of those games where you really need to be in the be good. Just like the most minor fucking thing. So annoying.
Yeah.
Fucking, I swear to God, this game. It's like I'm like, go to war whilst calling my allies. They fucking don't. Like I have to manually call them to arms. Fucking bastard. At least my allies actually fighting in the war, doing his best to contribute.
That is good.
This is a somewhat of a toughie here. Usually don't like fair fights, or even fights that are slightly not in my favor. This is definitely one of those.
I thought I don't know. I thought Because like when I watch like Let's Plays, like it's on like the exact gold standard for this sort of thing, but like I did notice like I am expanding much faster than they were able
because
to.
they're dog shit. Is the real answer. Because I could literally motherfucker. Okay, well I accidentally bought some mercenaries.
I don't think it. Like I'd want to like to say no because like I just gain CVs much faster now is the main reason.
Yes, of course, as well. But it's also because literally, like I've gone on fucking tears at the start of the game. Like it's much slower for like non-named nations. And I literally fucking because of this game's stupid fucking shit. I fucking bought mercenaries accidentally. How the fuck do you do that in this game? It's like it's fucking let me just click on some shit. Oh well, it's money. What am I gonna fucking spend it on? Or that's what I'm gonna spend it on. Literally unmarried because there's no fucking invite debutante in this. Because these jokers decided to build some forts so all over the place. Now my job's harder.
And, I'm facing the same issue. I'm seeing like cities that I want to attack are building forts, and I'm like, no, please.
Yeah. I was kind of like stalling because I was worried that I was like not strong enough, and then I realized that
We will never become stronger.
then I realized that actually I'm pretty fucking strong because I know the meaning of economic sacrifice, aka fucking just going balls to the wall with units. Mercenaries are dying due to lack of food. Excellent, I don't have to pay those.
Motherfucker, my guys are out of food. But where's my... Hello.
I'm at the mercy of how fast these sieges are going to be.
Is there no way to, like, give my troops more food?
Walk them into a province that has food.
Oh.
Take it. Well, can't afford for some. Oh right. Best part is if these mercenaries ever decide to like flip sides, they have like no food and they're in terrible condition. They pass judgment on important families. Literally, they have like 3 families that have 1 character. Right, kill them all. Fucking no women, Parn. No fucking women. Everyone's gonna die a virgin in my country.
Oh shit.
He is like a fucking clan chief, Segovax. He's going to most likely inherit the country on account of he has the 1 chick that's like capable of giving kids. What a clever man.
Who will rule this country? Whoever can get kids in the future.
We can find a wife. See, they have like a big arm. Sorry, I'm just like trying to make myself not fucking poor.
Don't worry. Guessing supply trains are good for sieges? Question mark.
Yeah, they're literally just a unit. Main fucking goal in life is to carry around more.
Yeah, but they do provide siege like thingies, right?
Do they?
I would hope so. It doesn't say. I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna say yes. Otherwise, I will just, be very sad.
I don't know, I think it's literally just a unit that provides. Yes, it's useful in sieges. Sieges, be in hostile territory, standing there while looking like an asshole.
Hmm.
Fucking mercenaries defected. They were all, by the time they defected, they were so malnourished that they just instantly. Okay. Grand battle there.
Can't tell you, I'm quite displeased with the way naval transport works in this, but it's like it's kind of my fault. So. It's like yeah, it's a griping. All right, so good news is that you can, like, let's say you're out of food and you're supplied in, you can just like send your supply trains back to your home base, resupply, and then come back, and then you'll have more food for the siege.
What if? Here, like I don't want Joanne to hear this because I want him to pay for this idea. What if the more food you have, the fucking discipline your guys have, and the more morale.
Oh, it's not.
You have like one unit with like fucking 50 supply chains, he becomes invincible.
Alright, I won.
I don't know, I don't think anyone's fucking excited for the supply train.
I don't think anyone asked for it, so.
Nobody asked for it. Nobody cares. It's just one of those, another thing that's like, well, this is somewhat annoying.
It was, Billy's first day of work. He came up with this idea. Everyone was too embarrassed to tell him it was fucking horrible.
It was like this cancer kid.
And he kept insisting on adding it to the game, saying, "Oh, you guys liked it so much." Finally, you say to the guy, like you have to include it.
Fuck you, Billy. You're only hired because I slept with your mother. But it's like one of those Make-A-Wish kids, where it's like, my last wish is to ruin Imperator Rome. He's like, fuck. I guess we have to, guys. Johan, tears running down his face. I guess I have to fucking ruin the game now.
Joan is like fucking. I hate my contractually obligated kindness to random people who be much better back in my day when we just fucking made our games good and don't have to worry about shit like.
Oh. Looks like I have to do things again. Save him. Save him. Even be better be on time. On time, yay. Oh, fucking don't send the donkey in the front lines. No donkey, move. Alright, the supply trains are like the supply train donkey. Such a though.
Oh yeah. I have no idea why they thought like all the units they want to like because they haven't changed the balance. It's still like chariots of shit.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things are just fucking. There's no sense in like just spam light cab and you'll be alright generally. Force archers if you're in the east.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just such a like.
It reminds me of Hoi 4, to be honest, where it's like they just don't change things until they like fucking overhaul it to shit. Or like Stellaris is the same way.
Yeah, though I think Stellaris is like had a way better treatment than Hearts of Iron 4. Because Hearts of Iron 4 is pretty much like fucking all aboard the meme train, choo choo, right at the start. And the fucking Man the Guns expansion was very.
Yeah, well, it's like a standard expansion. I think if you think this one will be meh, I think the next one will be even worse.
Oh yeah, probably. Like I think the espionage part, like there's a reason that wasn't fucking in Hearts of Iron 3, it's because it's like terrible. I don't understand how to like. I can't even wrap my head how you would make that like fun for everybody. If you know what I mean? Because it just seems like that's incredibly frustrating for whoever's on the receiving end of the espionage.
Yeah. Well, you can defend yourself. Like you have not. You need to really read the dev diaries if you want to like know how it works because it is quite involved.
All right.
So it's not like it's just like it's not gonna be like super memey.
Okay.
It's more like they're just gonna do what you can do now. It just makes more sense. Like for example, they changed it so like if you make someone Civil War, you previously have to be like super bullshit because you could just take away half their navy.
Yeah.
Now if you defeat the Civil War and it's like a shitty Civil War, like the navy doesn't affect or it like will. And even if or it will actually like on the Civil War completion will be returned to you,
Right.
which is quite nice.
But that's just the company patch, right?
But I think they'll be in the because like they changed the Civil Wars. I don't know if the espionage. So I don't know if they'll change that because I didn't exactly like read it super thoroughly.
Yeah, because my main concern with espionage is that is just really, really lame. Like it's gonna be like fucking steal German plane. Fucking win Battle of Britain because you've stolen a German plane, you know?
I don't think it'll be that. I hope it won't be underwhelming. That's like my fear of anything.
Yeah. So, the realest of real fears I have is they like make the game way too fiddly for any normal person to like play it multiplayer.
Yeah, that's also my concern about it. Because even though like it looks like it'll just be like airplanes, like you just move your agents about, so it's gonna be like a fun pre-war thing. I just can't imagine you'd be able to keep up with it in the war itself, unless you pause.
Yep. Or unless you play like very slow. But yeah, no, like that's because they already with the fucking Mifo bill or Meepo bills or whatever the fuck, and the escalate war in China button. Like, I think those buttons can fuck right off. Like, they just need to go immediately. Because it's just like, it's like, now press a quick time event. Fucking press X to Meepo button. QTE, but in
Don't you like queue up the Mifo builds now? That, like, I don't know,
I
like,
don't know if they changed that, but when it first came out, it was like, if you wanted maximum efficiency, you had to like, fucking in your head time like the 6 months or however long the interval was between them appearing. If you know what I mean?
yeah, now you just click on the button and then it'll do it on the
Or will it do on tick? We'll just like,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah, it'll just like
it'll
like,
it'll just happen.
yeah. But you gotta click it for every cycle to like keep it up.
Oh well, that's effectively how it was at the start as well. Because that like pretty much that like looked so fucking fiddly when I saw that, where it was like, it's just one extra fucking thing to press, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And no one in their, I don't think there's a downside, so I don't think anyone in their right mind wouldn't.
The Mifo builds or the
Yeah, the
what?
Mifo bills, the Mifo bills.
Well, they're a good boost. Like, the problem is like the way I play Germany. I get an early war in, which like cancels my Mifo.
Yeah.
So, and I have to pay it back. But it's not a huge deal, obviously. They're quite cheap. Like 90 days, something like that, civilian factories, which is like, okay, well, when it happens, the war is over, so it doesn't matter if it's at that point, usually.
Yep. Yeah, like I dislike the escalate war in Japan or war in China button. The fact that you have to press that. Like, though technically yes, there is a choice. Like you, like, I don't know, maybe not escalated, but it's such a like weird thing to do where you have to continuously go back and click on it.
Hmm.
I find it very doesn't fit into like my view of the game, which is a tragic strategic battle game. Pressing buttons on like a
Yeah, I think the one way they could fix it is like just have like a checkbox that just like always escalate, because like instead of like the thing where you can like queue it, if it changes, just untick it. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, you just keep like have a checkbox that's like keep using Mifo bills, keep escalating more, you know?
yeah.
And that makes more sense. Because, you know, you're trying to manage your air force, you're managing your ground invasion, you're managing your naval invasions, and then you also have to occasionally open the fucking decision screen to press the escalate war in China button. It just is so tacked on. Country's already fucking super bounced back from having bad stability.
Is there no like shift consolidate?
Just consolidate.
No, like shift consolidate troops.
No, it's a K, apparently. The hotkey is K. You're like trying to consolidate like multiple armies at once, or?
No, like my damage units. What is up with these guys? Why is this? No fucking reason.
Doctors are overrated anyway. Oh, I can arrange an adoption. Thank fucking Jesus. Thank the Lord. So it costs me money to...
Praise the Lord. Take a Kia.
Our God in heaven. Oh. Oh fuck! It's a food.
Family Feud.
We pulled 100 tribesmen. I choose you, High Priest. You get to be my son. How do like so I arranged an adoption. Didn't not my child technically apparently. I'm not your real dad. A victory. Stand on the corpses. Fucking lesser creature.
Oh, it actually tells you the siege timer. Nice. Oh my god, I fucking got it on the first tick. Holy shit.
Can I have some of your packs?
Or no, well, it's on the first tick, but it was like 7%. Am I the war leader? Oh my god, I am. Yeah, I can fucking tell you that Phrygia is a critical ally, but they're quite stupid.
Pretty much just like a continuous war, because I'm big. It's time to snowball, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
loot and pillage me, will you? I wonder if they'll just peace out. Oh, they will.
I do like the way they consolidated the families now. Like that makes me not die.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was like one of those changes. I was like, yeah, this is fucking obvious and really good. Oh, why did you ally fucking Phrygia? No.
Tits up. Now all the forts the enemies have built in my territory come back to fucking bite them. The best poetic justice I could have hoped for, you know?
Hmm. Man, they're not kidding about the manpower thing now. Holy shit.
What is your current manpower?
Negative 2,000.
Or, well, what's your max man?
23,000.
31. Happy tribe.
Huh.
Happy little. Do you like how it can be like, I demand these tribal retinue are like fucking cavalry, you know?
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh fuck, I guess we'll have to slaughter all our archers
Boss's orders.
and like butcher them and feed them to the horses, you know?
Yeah. slowly my expansion opportunities are drying up, which I imagine is. Well, I guess they probably won't happen for you in the same degree.
No, not really. So I am like getting a bit bullshitted here by AI's military.
Fucking marry someone, dude.
Oh, we actually won a siege. Happy days.
Fucking, I wish I knew what like caused people to marry and what caused them to not marry.
What do you mean, like AI?
Yeah, like guys in my family, like why don't they marry?
Because they're fucking gay.
Yeah.
It's the it's the only it's the only logical answer, Pilar. Us deep into enemy territory. I do like the little fires. They're funny to me. Oh, they're having a little barbecue. So you gonna go home for Christmas?
Well, I always do, but I do it quite, close to the Christmas time.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, I also go home for Christmas, only home, quote unquote. I go to the crack den where my dad is now. It's like a nice retirement home-esque place. Not really a retirement home. Assisted living facility. But it's a
Right.
really nice one. It doesn't really get bothered by it.
Yeah. I did like there's a new thing now here where students can you can live with old people like in actual retirement homes, and you like because hey, it's like good to have young people around when you're old because it makes you not feel like you're in a fucking depressing place. Basically.
Makes you not feel like you're in the death house.
Yeah.
Until fucking death, until the Grim Reaper finally pulls your number, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely a good idea.
Although I haven't seen any like opportunities, I think it's just like a trial project as of now. But it's fucking man, if it's like cheap to live, sure, because
Yeah, I mean it should be right. Like it would make a lot of sense. It just makes a lot of sense because usually old people, they don't give a shit. Like they have no reason to give a shit about what you do anymore. They're just happy that, if they fall down, there's someone, or because they can do more stuff. Because I lived with a lot of they're not quite elderly, but they're like just old. They're like getting into 60 people,
yeah,
and they just can do so much more shit if there's like a couple of dudes around. Because they
yeah,
can still arrange everything. It's just now you have some guys that just move all your furniture for you, or
yeah.
get all the heavy lifting out. Yeah, makes a lot more sense. It's like the way they do it in Germany is pretty good as well, but that's more of a cultural thing rather than an institutionalized.
What's the thing there?
People live in old people live in like the attic or basement of a house, like a family house. You know what I mean?
Right.
Depends on if you hate them or not. Where you want to live in the basement or the attic, or like the ground floor.
Also, what's like the shitty place. Like, you know, if you live in the, if it's like really cold, you don't want to live in the attic or in the basement, and if it's really warm, basement's the best place.
Yeah, like it's just a cultural thing, 'cause you have like you have like you'll get like because like a lot of my Dutch family is from the border between Holland and Germany, and they all speak German, and they
Yeah.
interact with a lot of Germans. So it'll be interesting because you'll like call, you'll do like a sales call or like a service call to like a German family house, and you know, like an old man will answer, but they're no longer the man of the house, and they'll say so, you know. So it'll be like, oh, I don't actually make the decisions here, you know, where it's, you know, usually just if you just have like old people living alone and they can, you know, get conned by the nearest con man, you know.
Oh yeah. Now I'm losing money again. All these people who are like in somewhere else, and I'm just like, you know, you guys can sort it out for yourself.
I'm having a really slow fight where I overextend, I get pushed back, I take a territory. I'm definitely not fighting this sensibly, but I'm taking advantage of the kind of turmoil because there's a lot of infighting going on here.
Oh, it's good because you want to like develop your cities, and at the same time like push people back in the sense of like, you know, you're getting more territory and like beating down the alliance.
Oh, I'm definitely not developing any cities on account of me being a tribe.
Are you not? You can make cities as a tribe, right?
Yeah, it's just more expensive. I like it. I'm not
Do
at
you want to
that.
get citizens? You know.
I'm not at that stage where I want to do that quite yet. I first want to consolidate the nearby regions and they have the benefit of being a tribe, and they're like not spending the resources. Besides, like, I don't want my capital to be where it is right now.
Hmm.
And the people that are holding my what I want my future capital to be are Western. So they are doing quite a good job of okay, I'm doing quite a good job of like army here. Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're doing like quite a good job of civilizing the capital region for me. Oh, definitely divide and conquer these guys. They all decided to split up, look for clues. Our enemies deserve no quarter. Oh, it's like cavalry cost. That's hey, that's pretty good. What attrition. Move. Or no, that's morale. I was about to say chariot moves. Like finally a chariot will be able to catch up to
Can chariots.
what is the fucking raise levies ability?
Oh, it's shit. It's really shit. Don't care about it. I don't remember exactly, but like it's like something like you get. It's either one where you get manpower with like your old province's loyalty, and it's just like 1,000 manpower or some shitty like that, or it's like the one where you get like 3 light infantry for the same cost. So you know.
Such great savings.
What? Fucking Greece. What's the actual date? 283 BC. Will few the last city-states defend itself against the Macedonian Spartan onslaught. You know, like IRL, like you know, this didn't happen. They just like decided like, no, fuck it, city-states are not good. Let's just get rid of them, conquer them all.
The guys that I was fighting, they forced white peace on me because I didn't occupy the main war guy.
Oof.
Damn them.
How is that Johan's fault, by the way?
Fucking Johan. Making me once again move the fucking barbarian power off my thing. Shit. Unbelievable. I will say that is like it is like a joke how bad that is. By the way, the fucking fact that you have to now drag the provinces on there.
Where? I mean,
Like the map mode, I should say.
oh right.
That is like, that is so disgustingly bad.
It's a fucking it's not a great feature. Like it seems like one of those things. Like, oh yeah, sure, it's a good thing they finally add something like that. But all I can say is like, fucking no,
This
please
has been
no.
horribly. It literally is worse than what it was, which is fucking terrible. How you can make how you can like, unironically make something, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I have an idea for a table, just like, it's one of the legs. It's fucking brilliant. I'll call it a pure Horland. Fuck. Or however they TL.
Whoa. Racism here.
Hey man, they call their Dave and all.
Dave. Not a very Swedish name, but
What is a typical name for a cabinet?
Billy is one of them.
Oh fucking. Yeah, hold on. I get the crap mode up. Hacked me.
Oh, I need to get my war spectacles.
Yeah. Let me get my glasses. Okay. Attack me. Allies of fight, please. They attack me. Very suicidal attack. Unless they have like some kind of fucking that I don't.
Don't worry, this game will find a way to take you over. It,
Oh, yeah.
it hasn't let down so far.
It's the paradox, Gary. It's the paradox.
Paradox, you know. Guarantee or get your money back. And there's some small ass provinces in this game.
They were very vitally important though.
Somehow I don't feel your care. Serious about that statement. I mean, I don't mind the lots of provinces. It's just like, you know, as long as the AI consolidates them for me before I take them.
Yeah, no, like absolutely, like I don't mind. Like the provinces literally don't bother me. From like, yeah. They just need to really like. They're so slow with fixing stuff, man. Oh my god. Fucking, you wanna know what I did for work today? Like, in the afternoon, right? My boss conceptualized something. They were just like, Kyle, do the research for this. In that same afternoon, I did the research for it and built the thing, which is like a data crawler, and that will like fucking puts loads of like fucking trademark data to a database. Like, fucking. Meanwhile, Paradox can't change the fucking gem tax value from like 10 to like 5 or whatever.
Yeah, this is my main gripe with fucking Paradise is that they are like, I don't know what the fuck, like it's like they're like if you were like hired by as a developer for like Paradise, you are not allowed to do anything else. Like if you like want to like make some content design decisions, like I've researched in my spare time, you know, this will be some cool ideas, this will balance the game a bit, you know, like things like that. And but like no, fucking small ass shit like that will not be on our record, you know. And I can sort of understand it a little bit, but it is fucking like at some point you gotta be like, all right, let's make some small changes here, and it might not be perfect,
Yeah,
it'll be
they're
better
very
than what it
very
was.
slow at balancing. Like, I mean, obviously you don't want them to be too knee jerky. Like, you don't want them to be like, whoa, fuck. But like, it doesn't take a fucking genius to figure out that gems are broken, you know?
Yeah.
Like really when you fucking compare the shit, like all it like, because I've put loads of like fucking screenshots online of like me fucking exploiting it. I'm sure other people have already as well, and still nothing's done about it. Like, what? It's like literally this city generates as much income as the rest of the world twice over, you know?
Yeah.
At least I have, right now I have very nice borders conforming to a river. Another thing Paradox doesn't like, but yeah.
Yeah. Fuck rivers.
You see my nice river border? Beautiful. What is your population?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, 183, which I think is not fucking
Oh
it's like
wow.
half
Yeah,
of yours. Yeah.
three. I was expecting you to have like similar population.
No, because like I do really small wars basically at
Right.
this point.
No, I mean, I guess it's good for you because you're teching. Like, if I stay at peace, literally I'm doing nothing but making myself more relevant as time passes.
Yeah. Like
Like,
I'm conquering good land.
I've already like conquered very slowly. Like, this is already very slow progress. The tribe. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've kind of like already like muddled it a little bit, like by just kind of sitting on my expansions. Not in like single player, conquered all of the map already. Like I would have, like in single player, I definitely would have probably a little bit more. I don't like tend to sit as much, but you know that's what it's supposed to be challenging.
I'm sitting here like not. I'm like going for wars that are like not too hard because I just don't want to like have to reload essentially,
Exactly.
like take a fucking risky like gamble. So I could go and like attack some dude, but then I probably like have a war I do against Crete, but I would fight all of Crete plus Rhodes, and I'm just not sure if I can beat that right. It
Yeah,
would be
no.
like
Like
25 retinues, and I don't have manpower, etc.
hey man, I was like fucking scared to attack the guys to my north. Like, not the guys that I like in my most recent war, but the one before that that caused my greatest expansion effectively. Like I was really worried to attack those guys because I had like only a slight numerical advantage. So I was like, oh fuck, what if I lose?
Mm.
Bonia. So I meant. Oh, this is me coming to the defense of like an ally. Someone. If I not bound my. You know, worrying for an ally is pretty dangerous. They could literally just take a whole bunch of territory and then I'd just be like, I have created a monster.
At some point, you will just like people will just coalition against you, for lack of a better word, or like defensive alliance.
Yep. Heck, I mean they probably already have like there's already some pretty beefy defensive alliances. Probably go into Bellicose. Probably worth. Darkness, mild. They try and fucking find where Bellicose is. Pull my ass out of this full committal war that I've apparently gone into. I ain't dying for these guys. If I die for fucking not Danzig here.
Yeah.
I've done my part by effectively handing them back across the river.
I will have full control of my home region, thankfully. Although, if you look at my situation right now, I think me and Mastodon are like, yep, it'll be you versus me next. Do have Phrygia, but they are like, yeah, they're not as strong as Mastodon right now. Mastodon has 70k manpower reserves. I have 2k. They only have money.
Oh, another thing, fucking Sparta should like, man. If I was, I fucking one. If I was gonna make traditions, I'd make them like way more impactful. Cause fuck it, you know why not? Like,
Yeah.
I'd give the Spartans discipline, morale, but like poor manpower recovery and slave unhappiness.
Oh yeah.
Be like, then you'd really feel like you have like elite troops but very little guys.
Yeah, they were like really like tiptoeing with that shit.
Yeah, they were very on edge. They were so scared. That's why they also didn't fucking go on like massive expansion campaigns. They were so scared that fucking helots would rise up against them.
Yeah.
But you know, here it's represented by minus 5% slave output.
And those guys are not working as hard as they should.
Yeah. Boy, these helots sure have it easy. They didn't say in Sparta.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about the food mechanics, so I lost a lot of men due to attrition. Or rather, I forgot about how extreme the food mechanic is now that donkeys have been invented.
Yeah, I have fucking 3 donkeys in my siege stack, and I actually have a siege stack, which is pretty, you know, not something I had earlier. Which is like
all artillery, you know.
The fucking Johan is pleased.
I'm getting attacked by this time. These guys are fucking ballsy, but haven't called. These guys are really ballsy. Little buddies. Little dudes. Little dude.
Little duties.
What's up, little dude? Fucking still can't have... Ugh. The donkeys, they have burned me. I used to have manpower, then fucking Johan implemented donkey.
So you took a to the knee.
Because I will say, I did really like when they implemented food as like a replacement for taking fucking huge attrition. Because then it was like, okay, yeah, it'll drain the province of a lot more sense.
Hmm.
And so I really liked when they first implemented food because you wouldn't get over punished like moving too many guys through like a province as food.
Yeah, because like I was like, oh, you're taking attrition, but like the food reduces. Like, no, you don't take any attrition at all. And it's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I just don't know how it works for like enemy settlements, but
Oh, for enemies, the way it works is it literally just also takes food from.
alright, okay.
But now it doesn't anymore. Fucking dogs, donkeys.
You gotta like stock up on donkey meat. You'd be like the Italians in North Africa.
Did you know that there was a Panzer, or no, it was a Tiger. It was either a Tiger 2 or just a Tiger 1. It was a Tiger that survived like 370 fucking hits from Soviet gunfire.
Right.
On like the Eastern Front.
But why did it take so many hits?
Because it was Operation Citadel, and they were trying to do armored surround of like the Soviet advance, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
And they so they used tanks pretty much, and Tiger 2 took 300 and something fucking hit, and it managed to drive off under its own power, but all its guns were effectively foobarred. But it was a huge propaganda with Nazis, because it was this Tiger tank literally got shot by like fucking artillery, and a whole bunch of enemy tanks still alive, or at least the crew is still alive. So that was the thing.
I mean, tanks are survivable. That's what makes them so tanky. What the fuck, Great? Why are you low on food? Oh, right, because I only have cities in here. Okay. Now you should have food, right? No. Fuck, I gotta solve this situation, but I only have a hammer. How could I solve this nail?
Or what, food problems?
Yeah.
Oh, the way I always dealt with food problems is, like, if you just have one food province, you just shove, like, more people into that food province than the province can handle. Doesn't matter, like, sure, people in the province will starve, people in the city will starve, but the province survives. That's how I do it. Like, that's how I, like, got cities of several thousand, is not by, like, naturally rising to that point, but by just, like, putting overproduction of food. Occasionally a guy in the food production facility would die, but his sacrifice. That's it.
I think I'm not dealing with that type of problem. I'm just not. There's just not enough food.
Great leap.
Well, my Great Leap Forward strategy right now is to just, I conquer more territory.
Well, I fucking feel like I have given my ally more than enough time to try and like solve the situation. Refused to amicable. Now it is my turn to.
Nice. I love a good piece.
They are like guys that attacked me are like, white piece. It's just a prank, bro.
Hmm. And you're like, sure, peace. Oh, just a prank, bro.
It's like the mechanic, man. Sucks so much. Like this is not what I want to fucking micro here.
Oh yeah.
Because the situation is just like I just lose way more men to attrition than I would normally. That's pretty much all that mechanic has done for me.
Alright, YOLO. Oh my god, I fucking selected navies when I meant to select my arm. Thought I'd be able to catch him still. Okay, I will still be able to. Okay, cool. A month will take over, I guess. Yeah.
Such a like ridiculous. My guys need to like constantly retreat back to my end of the map, back to my side. Otherwise,
Hmm.
first of all, what a great.
Just full back. Food back.
The main problem is that my retinues, like the clan retinues, have the, and I don't think they'll just eat donkey.
If you merge the donkey, it will.
They can't merge.
Right, okay, yeah, then you might be fucked.
I can recruit too, but that has its own. Makes it super.
Hmm.
It's on the first their donkey is like on the front line, like the donkey.
Do your retinues construct? They don't construct donkeys, right? Also, I had like a ridiculous situation happen in one of my battles. You know, like where where you conga line against, or I don't know. You know, like where you have like your army is just has one unit attacking their army situation. And I had a fucking donkey.
Yeah, where they come in from the side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
My fucking donkey was like 1v1 versus a light infantry and like losing slow. And then it's just like, thank fuck I had the advantage.
I think they ruined the game. Really think they fucking ruined. advent of food. It's like, cause the problem is that I can't fucking recruit these. Like, I can recruit them to the retinues, but I just can't like. I can't be like, here, have this supply cart. They won't fucking take it.
They really won't. Alright, you're at war against fucking Macedon. Get fucking wrecked, nerds.
Yeah, I don't know if they like. I suppose they really they must get. They must get fucking supplies on their own or whatever. Like they must build them at some point because I can't tell them to like build supply things like manually.
Well, they do carry some supplies on their own, right? I mean,
Yeah, but I mean like I imagine they might build a supply donkey a certain amount.
no, they don't. That's like one of the things with the game. So the Livy fucking rushed thingies that they don't. It's like they introduce a unit that you need to have, like a support unit, and then you don't make your AI build it, or it's not AI, but like your like a core part of the game, like over half of the nations have like a severe disadvantage.
Because it means that I like almost can't go on the offensive and I've lost so much power because of it. Ridiculous. It really is. And mercenaries don't seem to have supply wagons either.
I see one with it, but maybe that's. Oh, I see a mercenary guy with yeah. Just one though.
Oh, okay. Maybe
They just have one.
Maybe it's like the civilized one. I see 3 in my territory.
All of the ones I see have. Well, not all, but like most of them do have one. All the Greeks won't have one, at least.
So it's like so bad because it's literally been a loss of like well over 2,000 dudes, attrition, and probably many more. And like it affects the AI as well. Maybe not as badly, but definitely affect them. They're having.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like a secret spy or something. Tracks it. Terrible.
Well, they did have that guy like who decided for I think it was you know, work at them for a bit, but then he left. So maybe not.
The guy who did.
He was like the lead designer for Civ 4.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, he's the guy who made it At the Gates or whatever. Like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, something like that.
Tom something. Yeah, that was like a almost good.
Yeah.
That was like one of those games where the idea is solid, execution. I've once again managed to pull a reverse card on.
Excellent. Now, what the hell is it?
And
Oh, the attack electricity, yeah.
You want to know the way I pulled the reverse Uno card? I just retreated back into my heavily fortified area and waited for them to. I could attack them. It is like, fucking. Aw shit, we forgot our packed lunches, guys. Aw shit, we also forgot our packed lunches, guys.
The enemy stole our packed lunches.
Where's the special racial trick? Cannibal. Like, just never run.
Or Rim World, you know, like make survival meals.
Hey, wanna know something popular? A lot of like off the grid.
Hmm.
I see so many. Hey, we're
I do notice, like, if you watch just one of those videos, you will get fucking shit tons of them recommended to you. So
oh, yeah.
you probably like watch something like a channel that like some people watch that like also watch a lot of those videos. Like I once watched like a video about like 10 myths about sleep, and it was like two experts on there like talking about like some myths. And because that channel also did like pregnancy, dating advice, shit like that. I get like a fucking my front page of YouTube is barrage, but like here's how you can see a girl likes you, and like what to do if your pee hurts and shit like that. I'm like, okay, thanks.
I really need this.
Thanks.
This is relevant to my interests.
Where's my gun autism, you know?
Yeah, no, but like, I'm just surprised at how many channels put in. Like, so these people live off the grid by like sustaining their income by making videos of them being off the grid. It's like this fucking thing where like it kind of like racks my brain a bit because they're like they're like really editing these videos really well. They have like a computer or a laptop that they use to edit all these videos. Then they presumably make a decent amount of money because they like a decent amount of money. They use that money to live quote unquote off the grid. I don't think that makes any sense. I don't know. I mean, is it just me?
I have like I'm connected to the global world, but I'm also like, you know, a proponent of like how to like not be on the internet. But if I ever stop doing what I do and actually focus on my core thing, I'll fucking die because I don't have any money.
It's like living off the grid. Fucking like when you jeez, analogy like died because my yeah, pretty much it's like saying like, oh yeah, I live off the grid in my penthouse suite. It's my 6-figure income.
I do occasionally go camping with my luxury tent. I guess that counts.
Like my yacht is solar powered. Guys. How shit would it?
Well, you're in the country where they have like canal boats, so
Yeah, but those are you can live on them, but you can't live. Like people do, but you can't.
no.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
Like
If it's just
someone might be.
if it's moored, it's literally no different than like just a small shit apartment. But I was more thinking about like, could you live on a boat that's out in the open? Boat on a. I know you can boat on
Well, sure. I guess if you just because all you need to live is food and
water.
water, and I guess toilet won't be an issue. You'll have to clean yourself somehow, so you'll have to like.
Shoot salt water up your ass. That doesn't seem like a
Something
problem.
like that.
'Cause you can just shower in salt water.
Yeah.
Actually, good.
You'll need energy. That's like probably like gonna be a big challenge
Solar
if you don't want to.
panels.
Yeah, or like.
Maybe you can have like a sail. You literally have like a. You could have like a. Why fucking potassium. Like you could have like one of those vertical sails or whatever. That vertical wind.
Hmm.
There's a lot of fucking. I'd probably actually it's probably very very. Cause I'd imagine you get quite a bit of.
Yeah, you just need to like a way to like capture it for like a bit more and store.
I don't know, like, cause you could store it to like a limited degree, or to whatever battery capacity you have. But obviously, having a battery on a boat is not ideal. Yeah, I should be doing. Because you could even keep plants. Pretty sure plants would being on a boat, as long as they have like. Because here's the thing. You could, I guess, keep fertilizing the soil with problem. You could always, because you can the bones of fish and all that. You can use that as fertilizer.
Yeah. Oh, I can get. Okay. I completed a mission.
Well done. Did I complete? Yeah, I did. Making gains. That are.
It literally didn't tell me I completed it, so. Hey.
Where the hell is Velo Laro?
Warm?
Vela.
Oh, it's like a city. I know I've seen it. Oh, is it a city?
A forum. Workers. Triumph in Transalpine Gaul. Agua Gigati. I do like this mission. It's more robust than I thought it would. I thought it was literally going to be like garbage because it like actually makes you dynamically. I assume it's also very good for the AI.
Yeah.
Because it'll make the AI do things just out of oh my god, tribes, don't they?
I hope that's one of the goals is to make the AI play better. Because
It
right
seems like it would because it seems like it makes the AI develop more because it's like okay you conquer a territory now, bam you get a city in that area.
Yeah, I also noticed the AI has they've conquered like Greece much faster, because right now they probably wouldn't have conquered as much, but they have really like gone to town on Greece now. For instance, and Rome. Rome is about the same. Let's see.
But the fucking Southerners attacked me again.
I guess southern India is the thing.
Yeah, those guys do. Fuck do the guys attacking me. Well, I guess the North's gonna have to wait. They'll can't. Decide how I want to proceed. The fucking Southmen cometh.
It's
It's yeah, like
I'm also at war, so
if they just got rid of like the donkey, had my this update. I honestly thought the mission system this is gonna be exactly like the fucking war is right now, kind of like. But it is the mission system in EU4, but it gives you more interesting rewards than it does in EU. Like, you know, it's like, oh, you conquer Alpine Gaul, now a province gets a permanent modifier.
is it permanent?
Yeah, I have a permanent conqueror statue until end of
Where?
on Bella Forum. It's in a terrible place, but
I see. I couldn't find it because it was spelled with two L's on my every other. Yeah, it's pretty. Well, yeah, it's a bad placement, but it's a good.
it's an interesting thing. That's all it needs to be.
More interesting than
Nothing. And it turned Agua Segetier into. So it isn't memeable because it's like just it seems to just be random. How many time or read. Where the rewards are, those are procedurally generated.
Yeah. My citizens are like really bad now. My tech, I guess, is more appropriate.
Fighting defensive guy now. Like if you have a decent amount of force, they will literally like vibes.
Yeah. Holy fucking Christ. Come on, guys, I can't hold off these guys forever. Yeah, just fighting the guys in this war is a complete waste of time for my sake. Make some manpower most important. Because if I'm not the war leader, I will not get anything from this. There is no contribution from dudes, right? No. So my reward of fucking all will be upheld. Because I sieged some stuff down and they just came and like when I was like close to finishing it, they just like came down in fucking force.
I might actually be able to win on both fronts. I think that's Hitler's favorite quote. But yeah, like
Yeah.
I can successfully. Unfortunately, the guys to the south, they've made the mistake of attacking me at the frontier that has like an amazing natural defense, along with like forts that actually properly protect the whole.
Yeah, like I have fucking death pass in my territory. Like if you
Oh, yeah.
come into my central failure, you'll get fucked by my
I love it.
heavy infantry.
I'd love it if like there's like this hidden modifier where if you have like Spartan heavy at Thermopylae, like they just never retreat.
Yeah. Well, there's no Thermopylae. No. It's not in the game where it would be in real life.
You had fucking it's always Johan's fault, no matter what.
He's a fucker who insists like, oh, Prussia and the EU4 shouldn't be like it's Prussian blue because there will be too many blue countries around.
I mean,
Meanwhile, fucking so many dudes are like red and shit and green. It's insane.
like can I fucking have like colors in the custom?
No.
Talk to me colors. One by one, they fall. Very slowly. But
Thank God for set for peace. They don't fall, they crumble.
It's also not super because like it says it has like the bread basket with one piece of bread in it, right? When you're like consuming food, but that doesn't mean that you're starving. That just means consuming food. There doesn't appear to be a separate icon when your guys are proper starving.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't it an apple?
So the apple is when you're good.
Okay, and when you're bad, what's the apple turn to?
A basket of bread with one bread in it.
Oh.
Because the apple, like the apple is a relic of times past.
Huh.
Yeah, and I haven't seen like there's not like a fully empty red basket or anything to indicate that your guys are literally starving, because that's happened to me a couple of times.
Yeah, that's like fucking user interface failure number fucking one in this.
It really should be going, and like it does pop up like an alert, but not as well.
No.
Really be like, your fucking guys are starving. Ah.
You're starving. Oh, they made the researcher have statesmanship as well. Interesting. Not interesting, I guess.
Very interesting. Auto trick. I have like literally on building like a capital. Literally connect everything.
Started to build buildings is why the fuck not.
You guys are savages, savage.
What is the AI doing? I am on Chris. Where is that? Why isn't there a ticking war score? Oh no, we do control it. Okay.
Oh yeah, one thing that fucking you can't take money in peace during this. So like I'm like completely crushing them in like a defensive war, but I can't make them like pay me any reputation.
Oh, I don't mind that actually because it just means like you won't be able to tech up by declaring war on some people.
Right. I find it a bit, yeah, like the fact that because that's the nice thing about that you can take so many different things that you can make sure you don't end up with like just a big old nothing.
Yeah, they need to add more like stuff to take in war though first. I don't like right now they should not add the ability to take money in wars because there's like a lot of times where like there's no downside to it.
Yeah, I mean maybe just have it so that have just like a 10% of income war. That's because you know that implies that you're like because what you're not gonna fucking go to war with all your neighbors just to have like that 10% money that they give doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It's definitely not a mid on top of the.
Yeah.
There's been like some roaming barbarians that Southern Gaul. Like, at least 50.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nobody has the truth. I'm not about that. I don't. Go ahead and kill all those guys. I will rule Gaul, even if all that's left is the burning piece of rubble.
Well, you know, the pops will read.
I appreciate. Why does he hate this? Barbarians.
I have a feeling when you're like making a guy reassigned 3 times because like a researcher dies and he's gonna be like the best guy to research after you like appointed him to 2 other positions already. Yeah, I think the. By the way, the forming Gaul doesn't make me an empire. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it does. If it says it does.
It doesn't.
Really?
Yeah, because it doesn't say it does.
Huh. I know forming Iberia makes you an empire. Do you have to be a monarchy first, maybe?
Maybe.
What's the prerequisites? Maybe it's like he says you have to be a thing for it first.
Oh yeah, I need to be monarchy or republic. But it doesn't
Yeah.
say anything about government.
Let me check. Oh no, I got a volcano.
Oh shit.
Not Troyson. Oof. Let's see. Goal. Let's see. It says it's supposed to do it, but you might have to be thing first for it.
Maybe. Yeah, I really like the mission.
Wait, did you pause or die?
Yeah, because I was like looking at the
I was just making sure I wasn't like.
because I was looking at the oh right fucking now with stupid map modes. You know, because I was just looking to take from Western Island. Takes a lot.
Oh. Oh, never mind. It's always like when you see you're getting a direct war declaration, you're like, oh my god, and then you're like, oh, it's against, it's a call to arms.
I think the missions.
I mean, I don't have any, like, I have, like, basically, like, once I conquer Greece, it's like, I'm done.
No. You'll get a new.
Alright, okay, that's what I was, okay, that makes sense.
Like for example, Western Island also a series of couldn't take me to. I'll cancel it. Can't do that. Rather have my conquer empire, then try and Westernize. Surround it. Eyes with red.
Yeah. And this war with Egypt, I don't know. I hope they don't invade me. It's my only concern.
They might.
They might. They already have an army close by, so my hopes are not sky high, let's put it like that.
Fucked up.
Hmm.
Dying from. So I'm like, on paper, I've like, I like.
But can you join them?
Tell me what. Oh well, it won't fucking tell me what nations I'm. I'll just. Go. Fuck you. Does that work? Because of some bad luck.
Yeah. Surprisingly, you have really good siege technology or like siege progression. Because I have like, yeah, my guy is told Marshall. I guess that makes sense that he should be good at siege.
and ruin. Thank God. Boy is boy is fucked. Fire it. Fuck. Fuck. My God. Won't eat.
What won't he even do? Okay, I better get some fucking technology, territories just now. Actually, I won't because they occupy the states.
I feel like a expansion area for being
Yeah, we'll see actually for you, because like I don't know, like it doesn't. You feel to me you're going okay. Like you're not. I wouldn't say like you're exploding, but I wouldn't say you're going slow either. Also, I get a civil war. This guy doesn't like me.
maybe it just feels like that because I know all the fucking horrendous mistakes I've made. It's like if I just minus those mistakes, good play.
Don't worry, fella. I know you're scorned, so don't worry. Oh my god. Fuck you, Phrygia so fucking much. Holy shit. Yeah, look at fucking Greece.
Oh. Yeah, well they that like area starts to sub.
No, they took it from Macedon.
Oh.
Yeah, in the war I was fighting with them against them.
Oh right.
I mean, it's not the end of the world by any stretch, because like I already have like things next to Macedon.
Bridges.
Yeah, exactly. They're I think out of manpower. Yeah, I'm allied with them though, which is like the major hurdle right now. And like I could have like gotten it if I had like if I managed my war basically better, because like there was so many opportunities to like
I managed. It really is though the because I like I've tried. There's no way for me to add this like character to one of the retinue. I'm like shit battle regards in regards to making the clan retinues actually attack places. Oh shit! I chose the fucking wrong blessing.
how about we call it for now? I'm getting quite tired.
Later.
No, later.